Hey guys, this is Sujapriya. Today I am going to talk about Parser. So we shall directly move on to our topic. So in introduction we'll see about what is Parser and what it actually means. So the formal definition of a parser in NLP can be a component that processes and analyzes the input string of symbols and checks or confirms whether the string is actually following the rules of formal grammar or not. So, in common, a parser actually uses the grammar rules for what? For to verify if the input text is valid or invalid. So, first going into what is parser, we'll know about what is grammar. So, we commonly will know what is grammar is. So, grammar is a set of rules developed to verify the words of a language. So, grammar helps us to form a well structured sentence. By using grammar, we can form a very understandable structure of sentences. So, this picture actually explains the overall view of what is parsing. So, input will be given into the lexical analyzer. So, lexical analyzer will give token to parser, and parser in return will get annexed to the lexical analyzer, and it will also give a symbol table, and symbol table will go on to the lexical analyzer. So, it is the overall view of a parser. So next we'll see about what is parsing. So actually the NLP process starts by first converting our input text into a series of tokens. That token is called as doc object. This will be using in the parsing. So and then performing several operations in doc object. So the typical NLP processing process consists of it consists of four stages, that is tokenizer, tagger, lemmatizer, parser, and one more thing, entity recognizer. So in each stage the input will be taken by doc object and the output is also processed by doc. So every stage makes some kind of respective change to the doc object and it will feed it to the subsequent stage of the process. So the processing of our text, which is that text is termed as doc, as I already said. So it's done in various incremental stages. So whenever we provide the input text to the NLP, the processing starts by first step will take place by tokenizing it, that is converting the text into tokens, and it will take another stage, that is it is converted into an object, that is object is already we know that is doc object. So the parser plays a very vital role as it reports any kind of syntax error in the text. So if any error occurs in the text, it will identify and give the meaning that it has a syntax error. So the parser not only tells us about the syntax errors but also helps us to recover from the most commonly occurring errors so that the processing of the rest of the program does not get halted. So in parser there won't be any halting of program will happen. It will continuously continue its process because as it recognizes the error and gives some solution. So in common, the word parsing, where it comes from, is actually it came from the word Latin. That Latin word is called parse. In parse, that is meant as part. So the parser helps us to get the meaning of the provided text, like the dictionary meaning of the provided text. As we discussed that the parser helps us to analyze the syntax error in the text. So the parsing process is also known as the syntax analysis or maybe syntactic analysis. Those Though the syntax analysis uses the formal grammar rules to check the text, and if the text follows the rules of grammar, then it accepts the text, else it rejects the text. So in this we can able to see an example, that is, input text is given as give me hot ice cream. In this example we can see that parser or the syntactic analyzer will reject the text because there is no proper grammar is followed. So the formal definition of a parser is can be component that processes and analyzes the input string of symbols and checks or confirms whether this thing is following the rules of the formal grammar or not. So we have completed what is parser. So in detail we will see about the functions of the parser. So the main function of the parser is to analyze the syntax error of the text. So the parser helps us to recover from the most commonly occurring errors so that the processing of the rest of the program does not get altered, as I already said. So parser helps in generating the parse tree. Parser also helps in creating the symbol table, as we seen in that diagram which gives the symbol table, as it comes from input and it will give the symbol table that is used by various stages of the NLP process, and thus it is quite important. So parsers also help in the production of IR. Here IR means intermediate representations. So there are two types of parsing. So that is, first is deep parsing and second is shallow parsing. So we are going to see about it in brief. So first we will see about deep parsing. So deep parsing is actually referred to as strategy that result in the complete syntactic structure of a sentence. It is very it will be used in the complex NLP applications only. So main use cases used in this deep parsing may be dialect systems and summarizations. So this is what deep parsing means, and this is what use cases used by the deep parsing. So next we will see about shallow parsing. So in shallow parsing we only parse a limited portion of the entire syntactic information. So because of that it uses it is used in very less important or less complex NLP applications, whereas in deep learning we'll use it in very complex NLP applications, as we discussed already. So some of the use cases used in shallow parsings may be information extraction and text mining. So next we will see about top-down parsing and bottom-up parsing. So first we will see about top-down parsing. So actually what is top-down parsing means? It is an approach which follows the leftmost derivation technique. Actually the parse tree construction takes place from the root node. It starts from the root node and it ends by the leaf node, which generates the leaf node at the end. So this is the process which takes place in the top-down parsing. So there are two ways of some points of top-down parsing may be. Top-down parsing uses the leftmost derivation approach to construct the parsing tree of the text, as we discussed what is top-down parsing. So next point may be the top-down parser in NLP does not support the grammar having common prefixes. So next, the top-down parser in NLP also guarantees that the grammar is free from all ambiguity and followed the left regression. So next, there are two ways of top-down parsing. So that includes using backtracking method and without using backtracking method. next we'll see about recursive descent parser. So in this part, actually this parser comes under top-down parsing approach. So this parser actually checks the syntax of the input stream of text by how reading it from left to right. Hence, it is also known as the left-right parser. So the parser first reads a character from the input stream, then what it will do, it will verifies it or matches it with the grammar's terminals. So if the character gets verified, it will accept, else it gets rejected. So this is what recursive descent parser does. So next we'll go on to what is bottom up parsing, as we discussed already what is top down parsing. So now we'll go on to bottom up parsing. So actually bottom up parsing approach follows leaves to root approach or technique. We can say it approach or technique. So in bottom up parsing approach, the parse tree will get constructed from the leaf node itself. So first leaf node will get formed and then generation goes subsequently by the generating of the parent node. It will generate parent node and finally it will generate root node. So it will follow bottom to up approach. This is called bottom up. Okay. So the main aim of bottom up parsing is to reduce the input string of text to get the start symbol by using the rightmost derivation technique. So this is bottom up parsing. So the main functions of bottom up parsing includes the bottom up parsing approach used in many programming languages like C++, Perl, all those languages. Then next, this technique can be implemented very effectively. So next, the bottom up parsing technique detects the syntactic error faster than other parsing techniques. So actually there are 4 types of bottom up parsers. First is LR, second is SLR or simple LR. So third is LALR or look ahead LR. Fourth is CLR or canonical LR. In detail we will see about what is LR and what is L and what is R. So symbol L means it's like reading the text from left to right. So next R means using the rightmost derivation technique to generate the parse tree. So now in detail we'll see about shift reduce parser. That is, the shift reduce parser in NLP follows the bottom up parsing approach, like we discussed recursive descent parser. So here we use shift reduce parser. So the shift reduce parser, what will do means it finds the sequence of words that is corresponding to a right hand side of the grammar production and in the scanning. It replaces the sequence of words with the subsequent left hand side of the production. Actually this approach is followed by the shift reduce parser until the whole phrase or sentence get reduced. So next we will see about what is finite state parsing methods. So actually finite state parsing method has 2 methods. First one is morphological parsing and second one is dependency parsing. So in detail we will see about what is morphological parsing. So in morphological parsing what we will do is we try to find the morphemes. Each morphemes will try to find for what of the provided input word. So morphological parsing, what it will do, it will help us to yield important information that is used in NLP applications. So next we'll go to dependency parsing. So in dependency parsing, it will find the linguistic units or words that are related to each other, like where in way like direct link. So this direct link is depicting the dependencies of the words. So there are two ways of performing dependency parsing. We'll perform dependency parsing in two ways, like projecting dependency parsing and Stanford parsing. So I hope you have got a clear view of what is parsing and what are the types of parsing and all those steps. Here we will come to an end of the section. So thank you for listening.